Hello everyone. In this session we'll discuss something called as basics of C Sharp, and I'm going to start this session with something called as data types. Now data types are a set, or you can say ranges of values that have similar characteristic. So if I say byte, as it is having a relationship with integer, having range from 0 to 255. Okay, so data type, the .NET supports many types of data types. Specifically, we call them built-in types or primitive data types. So you can see this on this website that this is the data types that .NET supports. You can see bool, byte, character, decimal, double, float, integer, long, sbyte, short, unit, ulong, short. Now, basically, .NET supports somehow these many types of uh, data types. If I go for integer types, then inside that integer type we have sbyte, then we have byte itself, then we have short, we have ushort, integer, sorry, inte integer, then we have unit, and then we have long, okay, and ulong. You don't have to worry about all these data types. Generally we'll use byte or maybe short or maybe int or long. Okay, you don't have to worry about sbyte, ushort, and many other. Okay, so we will take only general data types itself. Okay, so after this integer data type we have a real floating type, which consists of float and double. There is a minute difference between float and double that we'll discuss in a in a very detailed manner. Then we have real type with decimal precision. It is also a part of the above one, but the idea here is this float and double is a binary floating types, but this is specifically decimal. I mean, it is a number, or you can say more precisely it is, I mean, in the format of decimal. So this saved in the CPU in the format of binary 1010, but this stored as a number, whole number. So this is decimal. And then we have boolean type, which is having bool data type. Then we have character type, which is having chr, and then we have string data type, which is having string written like this. And then we also have object type, which is stored as in this form. Okay, so these are the data types that generally .NET supports. You can see. Okay, then this is also known as primitive data types. These data types are called primitive because they are basically embedded in the C# language in a very lowest level. That's why it is known as primitive data types. So if we start with our integer types, let's do this. A search. It is known as integer data type in C#, and we go for tutorial points. This is a good website, but let's see if we can find it or not. Reference type, do we have? No. Let me see with integral data types. Yeah, this is good. Okay, this is also good. Let's see if I can. Okay, so yeah, so this is integral data types, or more precisely it is integer data types. You can see sbyte, byte, character, short, ushort, integer, unit, long, and ulong. The range is -128 to 127. Here signed 8-bit integer and unsigned 8-bit integer. Well, basically, if you don't know about this signed and unsigned, it is nothing but signed. Basically the computer code indicates that the variable can hold negative or the positive value, or you can say plus or minus, but specifically unsigned is having this only positive values. You can see 0 to 255 positives, but here with signed it stores negative as well as the positive values. So this is the basic difference between signed and unsigned. So this is your integer data types, and if we take one example for this. So let's say we'll discuss integer type, and we start with integer uh, integer data type example here. So I'll take a very simple example. Let's say I have a byte here. Byte specifically used for centuries. Let's say I have a variable called centuries, and I take 30, and then I'll take ushort. Ushort for let's say we take years. Okay. Let's say it is 100, and then we'll take unit, and it's the variable is days, and we stored in the form of 2000, let's say. That's okay. Now we just need to print this out. So console dot write line. Okay, console dot write line, and I just print as centuries, uh, as centuries are, and then I'll take as plus years, and then plus, or years, or you can say it's a days. So I can take days, and then let's see if I can get the values. You can see 30 centuries are 100 years or 2000. So this is something like a unit. We can actually find we can also find out the these maximum and minimum values. So let's say if I having byte, and if I want to find out their minimum and maximum values, I can easily get it with the help of this byte, and then I take a minimum byte value. This is a variable. So I just take byte, sorry, let's take byte dot its minimum value, and I just print that out here. Console dot uh, write line, and let's say I take it as your minimum value is, and I just specifically print it out, min byte value. Okay, so this will print out the min value. This is your minimum value is 0. So let's check it out, it is true or not. And if we go for byte, so you can see minimum is 0, and we need to check it out its maximum value. Then you can just copy this and just paste it out, and you need to change this min to max, and this also you need to change. So maximum value, and this need to be changed, that is maximum byte value. Now let's see, we can find it out, or you can say 0 to 255. So this is exactly the same here. So you can check it out for each and every entity over here, and this is pretty simple. You can actually do this thing, this both value you can print at the exact same time with the help of concatenation. Here it is minimum value is this, and then you can actually make a plus, and then you again write it out your uh, maximum value is, and then just provide the max. uh, okay, so yeah, I need to just delete this and just need to print this out. So maximum value is plus max, so it's not coming. And why this is not coming, it's because yeah, let's say if I'm having here, and then if I do, yeah, so this is getting, now this is working fine. If I run this, you can see your minimum value is 0 and your maximum value is 255. So with the help of concatenation, you can print both these values at the exact same line, or the exact same console.write line. So this is your integer type. Thank you so much for listening to me.